a new series, Fandoms freaking suck, or FFS for short. A series where I look at dumbass fandoms and tell you guys why they are dumbass fandoms. For this first episode, we are going to do something special. Yes, this is going to be another video that's related to Mr. Enter. But this isn't really targeted towards Enter. Now, don't get me wrong. Enter is a terrible channel. But do you know what makes this channel even fucking worse? It's his moronic fans. Now, when it comes to Enter's fans, they are a very dim-witted group of people who are incapable of thinking and will go on to protect their hero from the evil cyberbullies who say anything negative about their sweet reviewer. They insult anybody who criticizes Enter. Ironic, isn't it? They will hate on people for hating on Mr. Enter. Just let that sink in. Let's look at this comment that I found on Enter's We Need to Talk video. Smaller YouTubers like Mars Reviews and the guy who uses Patrick as an avatar have basically been parasites, using Enter as a host and riding his coattails to relevance. It's fucking stupid. You shouldn't have addressed hate. This reminds me of Tyler the Creator and Hobson. They have a one-sided beef and the aggressor is less famous and not as good. It makes him look silly. I'll leave you with a bit of wisdom that I live by my whole life. Don't let the bastards grind you down. When faced with adversity, you could take things with good humor and let it be like water off of a duck's back. In Bugs and Daffy cartoons, the anvil always fell on Daffy. So basically, in this dude's eyes, Mars Reviews is an asshole for making a rant video on Enter and other awful cartoon reviewers. And this guy's response to that is to call Mars a fucking parasite and portraying Enter as this poor widow victim. Keep in mind, 200 people liked this comment. There were 200 people who sat there and said, yeah, that makes sense. Like, fucking hell. Believe it or not, guys, it actually gets even fucking dumber just by looking at some of the replies. Let's look at this one, for example. It's a shame, too. I actually enjoyed Mars Review's reviewing style, but when I saw how he treated my friend Phantom Strider and the other reviewers in the community like Enter, I lost all my respect for him. He can't even look at his own problems. It's always everybody else. So, let me get this straight. You liked Mars' reviewing style, which really implies that you basically liked his videos. But as soon as he gives a harsh, negative opinion of a YouTuber you like, you immediately turn around and instantly disown him? Does that make any fucking sense? This, my fellow audience, is the mentality of the YouTube cartoon community. They always want their YouTubers to be as pandering and as mindless as possible. God forbid you actually think for yourself in this fucking shit show of a community. And let me just make something clear right now, okay? The fact that they are criticizing Mars is not the problem. For fuck's sake, I, right now, will criticize Mars's cartoon community rant video and say that some of the criticism he made was fucking retarded, and he didn't go into any detail for some of the YouTubers he mentioned in that video. He didn't really go into any detail about why he doesn't like stuff with Scoutfly, and the Enter Copies Rebel Taxi point he made was fucking retarded. But anyways, the problem isn't that they are criticizing Mars's video. The problem is that they bitch about Mars criticizing Enter in a harsh manner, yet they don't mind doing so to Mars. And they will also immediately discredit Mars as a whole just for sharing a negative opinion on Enter. I seriously never understood how someone can be so blind and stupid to not realize the level of hypocrisy in their statements. It's legitimately shocking. Today, however, is something a little bit special. I found an Enter fan that just oozes out hypocrisy, stupidity, and is just plain laughable. Now, this all started with my good friend PyPivot Montiero, which I recommend you guys check out his channel, as he is a YouTube pooper who got me into watching YouTube poops again. In my Discord server, Pi linked me to this retarded Enter fan on DeviantArt who wanted to make a rant on me. And the reason for this is so laughably mental. I'm not gonna spoil it now though. So I clicked on the link and found this. A retarded DeviantArt user by the name of The Reviewer 20. The Reviewer 20. Just fucking amazing. A generic as fuck username that's so generic, it just makes me laugh inside. That's the best username ever, like, period. But anyways, he made it to where only DeviantArt members can look at this post, which is just moronic. It's almost like he doesn't want me to look at the post because I don't have a DeviantArt account and never wanted to make one. So I decided to make a bullshit account just so I could see this masterpiece of a post. And what I found was fucking amazing and is the epitome of a stupid Enter fanboy. And look at that. He is using Mr. Enter's animated atrocity cards, because that clearly doesn't scream bias or fanboyism at all, right? Like, you know, this guy's clearly, you know, an unbiased individual. Also, the lines of the card make the text extremely hard to read. For fuck's sake, this has to be a fucking joke. But whatever. Let's just read it. While Phantom Strider was the one that inspired me to review cartoons, Megadupe TV was the one that inspired me to review reviewers. So you'd be guessing that since Phantom Strider still holds up, Megadupe TV would as well. Well, not really. So let me get this straight. I inspired you to use the gimmick of reviewing other reviewers, and your first reviewer that you want to review is me? Does that make any sense? I mean, I am not saying that you can't criticize me, okay? Far from it. I'm just saying that if I really inspired you to make these reviews, then it really doesn't make any sense as to why I would literally be your first fucking pick. It's almost like you are only saying this to try to defend your ass from further criticism. But let's move on. While Megadupe TV does give some solid opinions and explain them thoroughly, most of the time he's just being nitpicky, e.g. his one of the boys response. Oh, you mean that quick little off-the-cuff response I did on Mr. Enter's review on one of the boys? Well, I don't really have that anymore, considering I delete pretty much all of my streams, mostly because I don't want that unlisted shit on my channel. But from what I remember, my main issue with his review was that he talked about a lot of irrelevant shit in his video, and it took him literally about 6 to 7 minutes to get on with the actual review of the episode. Also, his main complaint towards the episode was that the cartoon was using stereotypes, which is just a shitty complaint, seeing as how that was the point of the fucking episode. If those are what you consider nitpicks, then that just shows your lack of intelligence and complete utter fanboyism. But you know what would have supported your claim? Like, you know what would have helped support your fucking claim? Using an example that people can actually find, for fuck's sake, because I myself don't even have the stream anymore. Hypocritical, e.g. his Super Mario Logan response, where he criticizes Logan for not having a schedule when Megadupe TV himself didn't have one. Yeah. When the fuck did I even talk about Logan's schedule in that video? I even went back and watched the entire video and I didn't say anything about Logan's schedule. The issues I have with Logan is that he is using the same fucking characters over and over and over again with his videos, and he has little to no variety. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care how long or when Logan decides to upload a video, as long as it's good. For fuck's sake, I even say this in the video.
But for the most part, you know, I'm enjoying my summer vacation so far. But I want to talk about, you know, Super Mario Logan, because recently, Super Mario Logan has announced that he's making a Super Mario Logan movie, and he's going to be uploading that movie during the summer, anytime during the summer. He tried to get it uploaded in June, but, you know, technical difficulties, I guess, and he has to delay it, which is good. I'm not knocking him for that, because, you know, it will give him extra time to make sure that, you know, actual quality is put into this thing. And, you know, rushing anything is not good. And I've done that before, so, you know, not good on my part either.
Or both. E.g. his first Mr. Enter response, where he not only talks about Enter having a lazy avatar when he was just Darth Vader with Megadupe TV's face on it, but also talks about a single script error on Enter's video for 3 minutes. The only time I even mention his avatar is in the thumbnail as a simple pot shot. Something that wasn't made to be an actual point, but rather a joke. Second, I never said that his avatar was lazy. I said it looks stupid, and yes, there's a big difference, by the way. Also, it wasn't just a simple script error. He basically lied to his audience by stating that he wasn't going to bitch about Teen Titans Go for a long time, yet he does it anyway. But go on, continue to make yourself look more like a dumbass. He's also butthurt when I explain my opinion in one of his live streams, won't tell you who I was. He goes on this rant about how people can't respect his opinions and stuff like that. Oh my god, this has to be a fucking joke. Okay, again, I don't have the live stream anymore, but I think I know what you are talking about. And believe it or not, guys, but I pretty much figured out who this spineless coward was with this statement alone, because I think I remember him because he's the same stupid motherfucker who keeps crying on my live streams on how I am too mean against Enter and Phantom Strider and other shitty cartoon reviewers. But guys, to respect this coward's wishes, I am not going to tell you who he is. You guys can figure this out on your own. But hey, that's not all. He also can't give a fair review, by which I mean he is unable to find a single shred of decency in a bad reviewer. That's kinda sad. Overall, his pros, while being heavily outweighed by his cons, save him from being bad and earn him the "You tried" sticker. Oh my god. Oh, well, thank God I didn't get the "You tried" sticker. I would just have to fucking kill myself if I received a sticker like that. This is fucking stupid, man. Sorry guys. I'm sorry. But anyways, I am not going to go out of my way to find something good about a terrible YouTube channel. If they have redeeming traits, then I do not mind addressing them. The problem is that channels like Veiliskabum94 and Mr. Enter are so fucking terrible that there really is almost nothing positive you can say about them. I am not going to pander to my audience and just say good things for the sake of saying good things. That's not how I roll. And another thing that can be implied from this one statement alone is that he doesn't like how I am too mean against these reviewers. And to that I say, I don't care if I'm mean. In fact, I embrace it. If a point you have against me is that I'm an asshole, then you might as well just say that water is wet. You know, I don't mind being an asshole, and that's exactly what I want to be. But believe it or not, guys, he says even more stupid shit in the description. I hear this guy is making a Gem Reviews response video. Depending on how bad it is, I might make an EWW on said video. So, because I stated in a live stream that I might make a review on Gem Reviews, you want to make an EWW or whatever the fuck that is on me? This statement alone pretty much shows everyone that you do not care about my points or my arguments at all. You just don't want me saying my opinion on a YouTuber you like. It also shows everyone that you are a complete fucking sheep, incapable of rational thought and free thinking. This video might as well be pointless because I might as well be talking to a fucking mule. They obviously don't care to listen. And yes, everyone, Enter fans are this fucking retarded. And if you guys aren't sure if this guy is a fanboy or not, don't worry, because he made a top 10 cartoon reviewers list. And would you look at that, he puts Phantom Strider, Enter, and Gem Reviews on the list. How beautiful. He also hilariously puts AVGN on this list because AVGN is a cartoon reviewer, apparently. Seriously, the thing he reviews is literally in his fucking name. Angry Video Game Nerd. That's really all I have to say about this pea-brained imbecile. Anybody who takes this guy even somewhat seriously needs a lobotomy, like immediately. Now, a lot of Enter's fan base, they love to defend Enter's retarded actions with the excuse of autism. You know, just looking at Mars's cartoon community rant video, and you'll see a lot of comments basically saying that Mars is an asshole for picking on an autistic kid or some stupid shit like that. Guys, let me just tell you guys this right now. Autistic people are not fucking brain dead, okay? They're not fucking bitches, alright? Mr. Enter, no, I seriously cannot stand it when people use the autism defense because it's so fucking stupid. For fuck's sake, Phantom Strider has like Asperger's, I think. I don't even fucking know. I'm pretty sure he has some type of like mental disability. But he has like Asperger's essentially, right? And he does not take cartoons as remotely seriously as Mr. Enter does. So no, stop using fucking autism to defend this guy, because as far as I'm concerned, you're just making autistic people look like goddamn, like, brain dead assholes. Seriously, what the fuck? To wrap up this video, I might as well take a look at some retarded comments left on my Mr. Enter videos, just for fun. It's one thing to not like someone, but is this really needed? You say Enter has biased hatred for Teen Titans Go, but it seems you have a biased love for it, saying kids love it, it's one of the most popular. No, many people hate it. Many. But here's the thing. I don't even like the fucking show. And yes, kids do love it, seeing as how it's Cartoon Network's most popular show right now. I can also definitely see why a lot of kids may like the show. The show has a lot of jokes that kids may find funny. Also, many people hate it. Seriously, if by many people you mean retards such as yourself who bitch about this cartoon non-stop, like, give me a fucking break. I hope you never have to vent about anything. I'll just laugh at you. I love how this guy's username is Crushing Safe Spaces, seeing as how Enter has bitched about cartoons using stereotypes. It's fucking hilarious, honestly. There really is nothing to say here. Funny, as much as you hate Enter, your channel will only be known as the channel that criticizes Enter, not for any genuinely good or original content. I'll admit that my content isn't original, but it's definitely good. Also, I have made videos on Phantom Strider, Stuff with Scoutfly, Veliscabum 94, Baseball Sam 1, but remember guys, I will only be known as the guy who shits on Enter. If anything, I would be known as the guy who shits on the entire cartoon reviewing community. Honestly, I'm done. This video has gone long enough already. Enter's fanbase are a really special group of people. Now, to be fair, I will say this. Although Enter is a really shitty YouTuber, unlike someone like Veliscabum 94, I can at least understand why someone would be a fan of Enter. Vale's content is the type of content to where if you like it, then I have to assume that you are either a retard or a young kid, because his content is so lazily put together that only an autistic ape would find it even remotely entertaining. I honestly cannot say the same thing about Enter's content, and admittedly, I have seen some Enter fans who think rationally and don't worship Enter and put him on this almighty pedestal. But that doesn't change the fact that Enter has a fucking retarded fan base. For fuck's sake. Fandoms freaking suck.